Welcome to FOH. This week we've got Juan Lopez Selection No.1, EOS, July 19. Kenny, tell me about your love affair with Juan Lopez.
It's always been, look, it's not a huge favourite, but it's a sort of one of those ones I quite like getting to every now and again. If I probably should pay it more attention.
We were just having a discussion the other day on the forum about the top cigars that sort of just hit that note day in, day out, week in, week out. I think Bolivar Bellicoso Fino hit the top. R&J Casadores was in there. And Juan Lopez Selection No.1 made the top 5. So,
yeah, look, I have no argument.
When's the last one you had? When's the last time you had one of these?
A couple of nights ago, I think.
Yeah?
I think I had a few.
Yeah?
Hey?
Let's give it a crack. What's yours like? It's decent wrapper, nothing fancy, rarely is, to be honest. What's your draw like?
Look, the wrapper, it's sort of hot and cold in a way because it looks fantastic, except for the fact that it's sort of unpeeling at one end and it's got a chunk out the other. But the rest of it looks terrific. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Well, the draw will just have to wait until I find them.
Did your mum ever teach you just to be like nice? It's fine. It's fine, everybody. Just go like that. You didn't have to. I mean, is it just?
Sorry.
Is it part of your DNA to complain? Is it just part of there just to complain whenever you possibly can?
SpongeBob SquarePants in his freaking fish tank there is giving out advice. Just what I need.
I got no pants on, Ken.
Hey, listen. You almost didn't have me this morning.
The world's falling apart, Ken. I stopped wearing pants Tuesday. Last week.
The sad thing is I normally stopped long before the virus arrived.
At this rate, I'll stop showering by next Wednesday. It's all over. All right, we'll be back with you at the end of the first third.
I haven't even lit the thing yet.
Kenny, first third here. Now,
Yeah.
your drink. What are you drinking? Tell everyone what you're drinking, Ken, because I'm not there, people. So, what are you drinking, Ken?
The 2012 Bollinger, finishing it off. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant champagne.
2012 Bolly.
Yep.
Yeah. And what were you drinking last week, Ken, when I wasn't there?
The Foursquare 2007 rum.
Which is a high-end rum, yeah?
You would say that.
Yeah, setting a high-end.
Stunning rum.
Are you seeing some sort of common thread going through these Zoom reviews? Yeah.
Both of these
You're
arrived.
drinking the top shelf, since I'm not there. Fair enough.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have much to do with you. Both of these they arrived after the virus set in. So they're helping me get through lockdown.
How's lockdown for you at the moment, Ken? It looks swimmingly, isn't it?
The only difference is that I don't have scungy mates coming around trying to drink my wines.
Oh, no. Let's put a bit more perspective than that. I mean, you've had Bollinger arrived for tasting. My cigars arrived okay last week. Yeah, for the tasting, yeah?
Well, except for the one that
deliveries of champagne, deliveries of rum, deliveries of cigars. Really? Are you okay? Because I'm concerned.
Next week, with a bit of luck, I'll have the pointy end, the Beluga vodka. They're sending me the top one of that. So that'll be really interesting to see. It's apparently a bit special. And what else? With a bit of luck, Monkey 47 gin.
I haven't tried that.
Yes.
The Monkey 47.
I think it's the best gin in the world.
Really?
Yeah. I love it.
It's
brilliant gin.
Well, take half and curry the rest over to me. We'll do a tasting. I'm serious, Ken. Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Oh, we do need to laugh in these times, don't we? I'll put it on the back of a scorpion and send it forth.
First third, Ken?
Goes very well with the champagne. What are you drinking?
I'm just having a gin and tonic, but not
Stop your whinging.
like a little Hendrix and tonic.
Well, what's wrong with Hendrix? It's great gin.
I love Hendrix. I love Hendrix.
There you go.
I just haven't had the monkey gin. What's it called?
47. These are all. It's all work. I'm enjoying this. It's rich and sort of toasty and roasted nuts.
If I said to you, it's like smoking a croissant.
Solitary's really got to you, hasn't it?
All right, let's break that up for smaller minds. Yeah. So let's go. It's got a cake aspect to it. That's got that butter.
It's got that toastiness. Yeah.
That toastiness, that butteriness in there.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the sweetness of a croissant. It just if you took out the sweetness out of croissant, to me it just smokes like a croissant. Just gorgeous.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
I think it's actually a cracking description, to be honest.
Where'd you find it?
I was just listening to your dribble, and it just came to me. Really good. So, guys, it's just under, just medium body, just slightly under medium body. They age a treat. But this is, again, July 19.
It looks like the sort of thing that would age well.
And they do age. They age an absolute treat. These and the Juan Lopez Seleccion 2s, 5 years on them, they're just glorious. But you can smoke them young without an issue at all. There's no harshness to it. There's no edginess to it. There's no pepper to it. It's just got that beautiful croissant nature. Oh, love them. All right, we'll be back with you at the end of the second third. Kenny, second third. Has it maintained the rage?
Well, I'm almost at the end of the first third, but that aside,
is it really?
Yeah.
No, mine's certainly second third. Coming into the second third, I must say, but mine's got a little bit fuller in body.
Yeah, I don't think mine has. I think mine's pretty much the same. Still enjoying it. Similar, not much evolution. Similar.
How's the Bollinger? 2012.
Spectacular, great year.
Take us through the from a wine writer's perspective. Take us through the flavour characteristics of that sip that you've just had from the Bollinger 2012. What flavours are you getting there?
Well, I don't want to give. I have written it up in confessions to come out, as you would know if you ever read them. Look, 2012 is the next great year after 2008. 8 was very elegant, refined, classic. This is much more richer, fuller, more forward almost, although it'll age for a long time as well. So you're getting these lovely, everything from stone fruits to cashews to florals, a little honey. It's all there. And it's beautifully balanced, great length, intensity. It's sensational.
Do you remember your first ever paid gig to review a wine?
A mate, I think, who had some sort of little tiny thing, offered me a couple of bottles to do a 30 words for something he did. But I started, how I became is, I always had an interest in writing and wine. And the girlfriend, now wife of one of my best mates, Gus, she was the editor of the local City Times or whatever it is, Brisbane Times.
She was your girlfriend?
No,
she was
Angus's girlfriend. No, she was Angus's. Anyway, and we were headed down the coast one day, and she said, if you like wine, do you want to write a wine column for me? And I thought she was joking. Anyway, about 3 weeks later, I get a phone call from her saying, are you ever going to do that? And I said, well, when do you need something? And she said, I need it, we go to press in an hour. This is the old days, the press is running, etc. And I said, well, hang on. So I shut my doors and told the secretaries that the bosses ring from Brisbane, tell them I'm out, and sat down and I wrote out I had some notes from a tasting I'd been to. I think it was a West Australian winery or something. I forget which one. Might have been.
So you're moonlighting.
The hours I put into that law firm, I can tell you.
Yes, you were moonlighting, weren't you? So you shut down.
An hour for lunch. Anyway, so I wrote this thing out. I put it on the fax machine in those days, and I sent it up to her. And I gave her 10 minutes. I rang up. I said, "So how's that?" And she just went, "Well, it fits in the space." That was my first review. It fits in the space.
Do you remember how much you got paid for that first review, Ken?
I actually said, I don't want to be paid. And for the first 2 or 3 years, I was not paid because I was doing that champagne competition. And in those days, it was amateur and professional. And if I got paid, even if it was only, they used to pay $60 a column or something in those days. If it was $60, I suddenly went into the paid professional category, which was much harder to win. I reckon the people doing the amateurs were easier to beat, as it were. And so I stayed in the amateurs until I won the thing, and then I said, "Now you can pay me." Not backdated or anything, only from then on.
And it was just money for jam, wasn't it? Just money for jam post that.
No, mate, seriously, the little bit of money, and then it just sort of, you move from up the chain, if you like, I went from there. I just started doing the Brisbane News for a while. Then the Courier Mail said, "Will you come and do it?" So I went and did the Courier Mail for quite a few years, and various other things.
This has been, have you noticed since you started that huge monologue, it's actually got richer. It hasn't it got richer, yeah? A little bit of honey cake in there.
No,
a little bit of honey cake. No, you didn't get richer at all. Look, a little bit of honey cakes coming to there. It is. I love this cigar. I really do love the Juan Lopez Seleccion No.1. Again, it's not an overly complex cigar, but it just does what it does so well.
That touch of honey goes really well with the touch of honey in this thing.
Nice work, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's
we'll be back with you at the end of the last third.
If you were here enjoying the Bollinger, you'd be able to see that.
I'd like to put that bottle. Kenny, last third.
Thoroughly enjoyable cigar. It's moderated itself a little bit, but that's fine. It's still got that sort of toastiness, the butteriness. I'm still getting all of that. Nicely moderated. A young cigar, but I'm not getting any young problems. It's all good.
But Kenny, it's gone for 2 hours.
It's gone for 2 hours.
It's been 2 hours. We've actually made this last 2 hours.
Huh.
Yeah. We smoked it slowly. And if you smoke it slowly, you get that richness through a cigar.
Yeah.
It's been phenomenal. For me, it's a 93-point cigar. 92, 93 points?
I was thinking 92.
Okay. So we're on the money. But it has been just a beautiful cigar that costs bugger all.
It's the same thing with that 93 the other day.
Yeah, exactly right. Regular production, smokes brilliantly, and just delivers. And you know full well, you understand the flavors in the cigar, Ken. So this in 5 years' time will evolve. It'll be superb. But it's superb now.
Not a great deal of evolution throughout this one, but a little bit towards the end. But that's okay for a young cigar.
Well, that's where the difference in aging comes from. The aging for the Juan Lopez, you actually get a far more, I suppose, separation of those spices in those layers. But even as a young cigar, 12 months old, no, you can't fault it. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Juan Lopez Seleccion No.1. If you have an opportunity, especially if they're on sale, just pick them up.
And everything's going to be on sale now.
One day I'll get back to that.
It's fire sale time.
Again, Ken, I love putting up stuff that people just pass over. They just pass them over.
Exactly right. A box or two of these will help you get through isolation.
So until next week, hasta luego. We'll be back on Zoom. God knows we can't afford to infect Ken.
Oh, well, as I put on the forum this morning, you're okay. I've seen you fish. You're not going to catch anything.
Cheers, guys. Take care. Until next week.